Hi, warriors. Welcome back to another episode of Soul Restoration. It's me, your girl Dana, back at it with another great episode for you guys. So, we're about 3 weeks into this new year, and things have been super crazy, super busy. So, that's why we're kind of a little bit late with an episode. I'm trying. But in this episode, I'm actually just going to touch up on some things that I talked about in the last episode and kind of something that happened that I thought was really cool, and I think you guys will love it. And we're just going to jump right into that. So, on my last episode, I talked about writing each of my loved ones that had passed away in the accident a letter, right? And then burning it and doing this kind of little ritual thing. So, I did, and it was great. And I kind of felt so kind of like rejuvenated and just like a huge release, right? But so as I'm sitting there and I'm writing, I start writing the letter and I start with my little sister first. At the end of the letter, I catch myself making a promise to her that, a promise, something that, an act. Well, not just like a single act, but more of like this gesture that I will do in honor of her. And then as I'm writing the other two letters, the same thing happened. And so as I'm rereading the letters and I'm thinking about it, it makes complete sense. So this is what happened. So I've talked about all the kind of not negative, but kind of the struggle that it's been losing my loved ones that I've lost, and it has been. And what I'm about to say is no way to kind of like gloss over that or kind of make it seem like anything less than it had been a struggle. But it has there. My life did take a turn when I lost them and everything happened. And I'm not going to say that turn was for like the worst. It wasn't. I've definitely seen kind of a growth within myself and a kind of positivity and radiance and this like resilience and a more love for life since losing them. And while, wish I would have been able to find all that with them here, I'm not blind to the fact that it happened after they were gone and how it was like a result of losing them and kind of like not making it too like I said, I'm not trying to gloss over it or make it seem kind of like superficial or like super good, but I'm not blind to the fact that things did happen after losing them that I don't think would have if I hadn't gone through the experience of it. And so like this new love for life and this new love for trying things and being more open and everything that came from it. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good spin on everything that happened, All right, so back to these letters because it'll all tie in and make sense, right? Hopefully. I can only hope. And I'm not just rambling. So as I'm writing the letter to my little sister at the end, it's like I promise. I felt like when my little sister died, I kind of felt like I missed the chance to be like a really good big sister to her, right? She was young. We didn't live in the same places. And so to me, but I loved her. She's my little sister and she was the exact like spitting image of me, like literally the spitting image of me. But I felt like, she died without actually knowing how I truly felt and like how much I loved and I appreciated her and I thought she was completely amazing. So my promise to her was for the rest of the year that I'd be very open to the people that I love and care about, and I will give more gratitude whenever as much as I possibly can, and I can be more expressive with my emotions and how I'm feeling about people and telling people, just letting people know at all random times that I love and I care about them and I appreciate about them. So there would never be a chance. Like if I was supposed to lose everyone that I cared about tomorrow, God forbid, there wouldn't be any doubt in my mind that they knew what I care about. And so that was my promise to my little sister, that I was going to make the extra effort that the people that are around me all the time and everybody that I love and I appreciate know that, and they know it often. For Chun, my nephew's baby mom that passed away, not everyone knows this, but the night she wasn't supposed to be with us that day, and the night before we went out, me and my nephew, we kind of like begged her to come, right? Like it was, oh, I haven't seen you so much, and she said no, and I insisted that she be there. And then the result was very negative. So my promise to her this year was that I was going to take people's words for what it is. Take it for face value, take it, not to impose my will onto people, kind of like that kind of thing. I promise to her was to take no's for no's, yes for yeses, and don't try to force anything in between. That's my promise to her. And then for my friend that passed away, you know, the day before the accident, we had like this really good talk, and he was really just, you know, sad. He was really sad, and he was just like talking, going on like this rant about, you know, just being able to wanting to figure things out. Like, you know, he felt like he'd made so many mistakes. He's been still making mistakes. And that whole week he had been so caught up in trying to figure stuff out that I don't even think he enjoyed that time that was there. So my promise to him is to not plan so much, not be worried about the mistakes that I've made in the past, and not worry so much about figuring it out. Like, still have that plan, but again, still living in the now. And I mean, I've talked about something similar in another video, but I feel like, you know, by making this like an actual promise to him, that it'll be more likely that I stick through it. So for me, these three promises are gonna try my best to like stick with them all year, and then it'll be a good way for me, like, you know, to kind of track what I'm doing, seeing how these things have affected my, like, making these promises and standing by them, how they've affected my relationships, how they've you know, not affected necessarily a negative way, but just like progressively. Because I feel like if I do this and I stand by this, it'll be better for me, you know. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, about how I can see my metamorphosis through losing them. I can see how I've changed in mostly good ways, right? Their dads shook me to the core, and I think it's always going to have that effect on me. But I don't necessarily always have to be sad about it. And that's a big thing for me, because I never thought I would be able to be that way. I never thought that would be an outcome of losing them, that I would be, you know, makeup's not working, guys. I might cry. But yeah, I see how I've taken everything that I've been through, and I've tried to not make it hold me back. I've tried to not make it hinder me, and I've taken good away from it, right? Because like I said, I've talked up so much about the struggle of getting to be me while losing them, and it's been a struggle, and it has been, but it hasn't all been sad, and it's not all been bad, and I'm trying to find the good out of losing them, you know. And I can see it. So like, with these promises, so I did the letters about 3 weeks ago. So I've made these promises, made them, and little by little, I can see, like, I'm actively making it the effort. So it's like when someone does something and it like irritates me, and I'm just like, ugh, and I, like, you know, I want to be so with it. I'm like, you know, I'm checking myself and just being like, you know, thank you for being, you know, we're both frustrated. Thank you for being here, being patient. Thank you. Like, you know, gratitude, being grateful to have these little things, and we'll see how that goes. I have a plane to catch and I wanted to make this video because I wanted to do it outside like I've been doing, but I am not home. I am somewhere where it is 35 degrees outside right now, so I couldn't really make that video outside, but I did want to share this message with you guys and get that out there. So until next time, bye guys.